Customer platform, it's time to start the day. Discover all the value you already own. Don't let solutions slip away. Wake up, customer platform. The tools are at your hand. No need to sleep on capabilities that can help your business stand. The answer's right before your eyes. You just need to realize. Wake up, customer platform, and watch your business rise. Wake up, wake up. The platform's waiting for you. Wake up, wake up. See what your system can do.
Good morning, HubSpot Nation. It is time to wake up customer platform with your unofficial HubSpot Updates morning show, where we help you discover the platform value you already own. I'm Chris Carolan, joined by my co-host Casey Hawkins. We're here every weekday morning to make sure you're not sleeping on HubSpot's true capabilities. If you're joining live, drop a hello in the comments and let us know what you're building in HubSpot today. Happy Tuesday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, I guess.
It is St. Patrick's Day, yes. You are not wearing green, notably.
I am not. That is correct. I have some in my Value First logo here.
I guess that might be a technicality that would prevent you from getting pinched, but
Yeah.
otherwise. But yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. I have corned beef in the crock pot. It is my annual Irish heritage moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I was going to go. Like, it's running through my blood. So I guess that'll have to be enough. Speaking of Irish heritage running through your blood, we've got updates today. And how about I share my screen? 9 of them, including some old hits, like snooze tickets in help desk. What is it and what's changed? Introduces a new admin setting allowing portals to choose between individual or global snooze modes, enabling snooze tickets to be hidden from all users or just individuals. Admins can change the snooze mode in help desk settings. Changing the snooze mode unsnoozes all currently snoozed tickets. This change will be live to all portals by Wednesday, March 18th, which is tomorrow. And in case you missed it before, support reps can now snooze tickets in help desk to temporarily hide them from views and come back to them later without losing focus. Whether dealing with a spike in ticket volume, wrapping up their day, or waiting on follow-up from another team, snooze gives teams the flexibility to stay focused and organized.
Why does it matter? Prioritization is a core part of a support agent's role, with reps often juggling multiple tickets and of varying urgency levels throughout their day. With Snooze, users can temporarily clear lower priority tickets from their help desk views with a single click, helping to keep their workspace clear and making it easier to identify what needs attention right now.
A lot of snoozing happening in this update. I feel like if you're doing that much snoozing, probably should take a look at the process. But hey, I'm not a help desk manager, nor have I ever been a help desk manager.
I'm envisioning this for those inbox zero people who just need it to like go away for a second so I can clear my inbox. I like have lost my inbox zero badge. The way I have emails from November still in my inbox, like it's
ridiculous.
I've lost.
Yeah, I started on that path with AI, and it was like doing 20 at a time, and I couldn't see the number going down. I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now. We'll pick it up later. Yeah, so snooze anyhow, anyway, right now, now in help desk. Number 2 today, customize workflow names for the enroll in workflow CRM card. What is it? You can now customize the workflow names that display on the enroll in workflow CRM card. This lets you display clearer, more user-friendly names without changing the workflow's original name in your automation setup.
Okay, I like this. Why does it matter? Workflow names are often long or built for admins, which can make them confusing for CRM users who just want to understand what's happening in a workflow before they enroll a record in it. By letting you edit how a workflow is labeled on the CRM card, users get quick, intuitive context without requiring changes to your existing workflow naming conventions.
This,
I think this is really helpful because as someone that has worked as a HubSpot admin for quite a few years, I have built a couple of naming conventions for workflows that have probably gotten a little out of hand in retrospect. And I can see where someone might read them and think, what?
yeah. Oh, that happens all over the place, and it causes so much either tech debt or lack of adoption because the words that we're seeing on the screen for any given user don't make sense to that user. So I'm not going to click on that thing, even if I went through 3 hours of training on that thing. Oh, this is brilliant, and why we're like pushing people to have more conversations about unified customer views, because just tell us what you needed to say. Just tell us what you want it to look like. Not as much burden as it has been in the past. We can have a marketing view, a sales view, a service view, a success view, a leadership view, all happening more easily in HubSpot now. So just got to ask for what you want, people. So this is really cool. Good job, team. Number 3, add a deadline to approval requests. What is it? You can add a due date to approval requests.
Why does it matter? Approvals without due dates often stall your workflow. When you set a deadline, approvers know exactly when they need to respond, which helps you avoid bottlenecks and hit your launch dates without last-minute scrambling. Worth noting, this is Content Hub and Marketing Hub, so these approvals are like on landing pages or website pages.
Yes, not sales and quotes. And that's
I know we say this every time that we go over this, but every time I read this and think it's a sales and quote approval, and it's not.
Yep. And also at the enterprise level of Content and Marketing Hub. Customize your HubSpot sales toolbar in Gmail is still live. What is it? Customize the sales toolbar in Gmail to show only the tools you need, reducing clutter and fitting everything into a single row.
Why does it matter? You can now tailor the toolbar to fit your workflow, reduce visual distractions, and improving efficiency. By showing only the tools you use regularly, you'll reduce visual clutter in your compose window, keep all tools accessible in one row, and focus on the features most relevant to your sales process. I think this is really nice. I just helped somebody add the sales toolbar to their email client, and that often opens up a little bit of a can of worms, a good can of worms, but a can of worms nonetheless, where they're like, what's this? What's this? What's this? So I like this specifically if you're not using a lot of those sales tools yet, kind of working towards prioritizing them rather than just feeling overwhelmed by the volume of tools, like being able to figure out, okay, these are the ones that you can start using today. Also, these are available, but like, let's start with this.
Yeah. I mean, these three templates, meetings, and snippets. If you're an admin having trouble getting adoption and you have not made your team aware of these three things, usually one of those, especially for sales, is the light bulb moment in how easy life could be if we just plugged some stuff in to HubSpot instead of going to find their ongoing Word document that has all of the saved snippets in it. Yeah, make life a little easier. CRM tool approval feature. What is it? Admins now see separate read and write controls for CRM tools in agent configuration with a clear option to require or skip approvals for each write tool used in workflows.
Interesting. Why does it matter? Making approval controls visible and intuitive reduces confusion, builds trust in settings, and lowers support burden by aligning expectations with actual behaviors. So I think this just means like if you use a tool, well, if you use an agent not in a workflow, it will like propose changes and then you'll say like, good, happy with that. Or like, let's change that before you do anything. But if you're using these tools in a workflow, there's no there's no natural place where you're like approving, and so then it's just getting stalled. I haven't deployed agents in workflows, so this is just what it feels like the experience would be.
Yeah. It's definitely the right part. Like writing to your CRM records is the part where most of the time you want to approve. Right before that, so good to see that update. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we need to do an unboxing with Riley, Riley Powell, who's been digging deep on agents recently.
You already know I love talking to Riley, so anytime.
Indeed. Number 6, screen capture button in the chat widget. Hold your horses.
Don't get too excited.
What is it? Attaching a screenshot to a chat has never been easier. With the click of a new button in the chat widget, your visitors on modern desktop and tablet can quickly take and attach a screenshot to their conversation with your agents.
There's just an implication there that, look, if they are not on a modern desktop or tablet, we can't help them. Why does it matter? Support agents can't assume that all visitors using chat are able to quickly take a screenshot for use in support asks. By shortening the journey from asking for a screenshot to attaching it to a message, friction and frustration can be reduced.
Yeah, I don't care. I can easily take a screenshot. I want this thing still. Like this helps everybody who has ever wanted to take a screenshot and share it in a chat.
Yeah, because sometimes I take a screenshot and then I have to find it. I agree. Like just being able to do it, take it and upload it right where it needs to be.
Yeah, like if you have this and I can't just paste the screenshot in, right? And then I gotta go click the file button and upload it. Like that's the part where you gotta have a screen capture.
I'm trying to use that. I like immediately opened a HubSpot support chat to try to see if I could do it there, which feels nice.
Right. Yeah, that's where it, like, unless you have a chat widget on your website, probably hard to get excited about that one. Number 7, property history and association history improvements. What is it? 2 updates to the historical tracking features on the HubSpot record page. Property history now opens in a side panel instead of a standalone page. And association history tracks changes to association labels over time.
Why does it matter? Tracking record changes is critical for maintaining data accuracy and accountability, but gaps in history make it harder to understand what changed and when. These updates address 2 specific needs. First, association label changes. Additions, updates, and removals now appear in association history, closing a gap that previously left label activity untracked. Property history now loads in a side panel, keeping you in context on the record page rather than navigating away. This is consistent with how View All Properties works today. This is nice.
This is awesome. Association label history.
Mm-hmm.
And they're moving fast on that team. Join that beta. Agents in CRM cards.
This is very cool.
So cool. We hit it during Lead Scoring Monday yesterday. Could not resist finding a way to tie it in as soon as I saw it was available. What is it? Breeze Agent CRM cards. Display agent outputs directly within CRM records. Auto-loading the latest execution for each record. And enabling users to select and run agents from a dropdown.
Sorry, weird dog noises happening here. Why does this matter? Users need quick access to agent-generated insights and actions within their CRM workflow, reducing context switching and ensuring relevant agent outputs are always available at the record level. Yeah, we tested this out yesterday. It's very cool. I think this solves a lot of friction in adoption of the agents because it puts the agents right where you need them rather than having to go to a whole separate experience.
Yeah. And I had later in the day, I had a product feedback session with somebody on the commerce team. And they were showing agents related to what they're thinking about. And I'm like, that's cool, but I need it to be in the middle of the CRM record now. Like, don't make me go to this other place to do this thing. And I'm going to come right back to this in a minute so we can show it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say that would probably be worth it.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we still concern ourselves with things like caller ID for HubSpot numbers in the US is in private beta. What is it? Improve performance of HubSpot phone numbers by allowing customers to self-register caller ID on their phone numbers.
Why does it matter? Caller ID is a foundational self-service feature for all calling tools that helps with the phone number trust and answer rates. So it's helping so that if you have an HubSpot phone number, you can add the name of your business so it'll show up like when Verizon calls you. Sometimes it like says Verizon. I don't know why Verizon's. I don't even have Verizon. I don't know why that was my example.
When any business calls you, it usually says the name of that business. And then when you find out that's not who they are, you block them immediately because they're just pretending that they're from your area code. Yeah, this gives a little more granular control over that instead of leaving it up to the phone service provider. So it's good. If you are like the real business, you want your real name on there. All right, back to agents and CRM cards. Is this the opposite of caller ID? Could be. So, what did we do yesterday? I was definitely going to prepare this at some point.
We were in the Value First portal, I think.
Yep. And we were on a company account record.
We were.
And what is this one? Right? And like, and then we were live doing content, and over 5 minutes, I was able to add these agents into the middle of a CRM record, right?
I was there.
And,
I can
and then
confirm.
I was able to run them and complete this, company research agent, which again is one of the out-of-the-box agents available. Currently free to use until all of these Agent Studio agents come out of beta. So we've got this research output. So not only can you see the output, but you can run the agents from here, right? Added another one, ABM page research, right? And I think this is where, if you can understand and you're getting all the context into this view, like using agents like this out of the box to even understand what agents can do. But all of the value here to just like, you could use this messaging anywhere. It doesn't have to go to a landing page if you're not using landing pages in HubSpot, right? But this is a ton of value for a salesperson to come in and just click the button, say new run. But to add these and not edit that card, we're just going to come here to the editor and search agent for Breeze Studio agents. Create card, find one of our agents.
These are all the agents that you've already activated in your account too. So there's more agents. These are just the ones you've either activated or created.
Yep. And this is a custom version of one of the agents. Finder. Update the internal name. Save. And save and exit. And run agent. So it's running. And what I'm seeing here is the instructions. So not as pretty since it's a custom, apparently, but you can see it running, and you can get to configuration right here. And like, since it's a card, right, we can control which teams are viewing which agents, and like, there's just so much to be discovered in terms of creative permission management, right? Because if we have, marketing, sales, service up here, we can have very similar agents. And this was a part of the conversation yesterday with the HubSpot product manager. Like, instead of having one agent and then trying to create all these divergent possibilities, you just create more agents. Like, just clone the agent and say, this one's for Europe and this one's for the US. And if the Europe one is working, it's following a bunch of data regulations, right? And the US team doesn't have to see that one, right?
Yes.
Did I spur some inspiration?
I mean, I think this might solve the ongoing challenge we have with like engagement scoring. Yeah. I mean, so like an ongoing challenge we have is great. We build these great scores. They're relevant. They're, whatever. They're great.
They're fantastic.
But they're fantastic. But the challenge we continue to have is, okay, you send a rep, someone with a score of 20, and they still have to scroll the activity feed to figure out what that person did to get 20. And there's some shortcuts that we've done where like last page seen, last form submitted, but it never shows the full picture because those are last form submitted, last page seen. And my solve has just been, I think we have to scroll the activity. Like, I just think you have to train the team, but maybe you don't have to train the team anymore.
That's absolutely right, Casey. Because we started here yesterday, right? Like we were talking about intent signals, and there's so much power, but also complexity inside of HubSpot right now. How do we get to these? How do we use them, first of all? And like, instead of having to figure out, like, what am I going to use mergers and acquisitions for? Like, do I care about that? Start putting stuff in this space. And now you've got data agent right here. And now whatever agent you want in the middle of your record, right? And so this one is, giving me a brief, theoretically related to this account. And it's right in the middle of the record, right? So, I wanted to mention like hub code as well. Like if you haven't seen that, check out Dharmesh's video. But I mentioned that because whether it's UI extensions or it's agents or it's a hub code, like none of this stuff is going to work the way you want it unless your data is healthy, connected, the context is unified, which I could show a very good example of why, like what bad data creates on the card above this. But like all of this cool stuff coming out, like if you don't have your data model right and your data filled in and the team aligned, like it doesn't solve any of the old problems in terms of team misalignment and, internal dysfunction. So again, rewarded by thinking in a unified customer view perspective. Like if you just start to get all your context into HubSpot in an intentional way, you will continue to be rewarded with stuff HubSpot is doing, right? And this is just the latest example of that. So very cool. Definitely want to do the unboxing with Riley now.
I was gonna say, Riley, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, I have a new task coming your way.
Indeed. It just solves so many gaps. Remember, folks, you probably already own the solution you're looking for in HubSpot, and it might be agents in the middle of your CRM records. Sometimes you just need to wake up to it. Join us tomorrow morning live at 7:30 a.m. Central. Or catch us anytime on Spotify, Apple Music, or the Profoundly HubSpot Updates blog. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments and let us know what capabilities you want to wake up to next. Until then, I'm Chris Carolan.
I'm Casey Hawkins.
And this has been Wake Up, Customer Platform. Now go build something amazing. Have a great day, everybody.
Customer platform, it's time to start the day. Discover all the value you already own. Don't let solutions slip away. Wake up, customer platform. The tools are at your hand. No need to sleep on capabilities that can help your business stand. The answer's right before your eyes. You just need to realize. Wake up, customer platform, and watch your business rise.